Hello, everyone. Welcome to another mathematics video. In this short video, we're going to do a problem that uses the quadratic formula. More specifically, it uses what's known as the discriminant. So the question is to determine the values of k that make the roots of this quadratic equation equal. And so recall the quadratic formula says if you have an equation, ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, and here a is not equal to 0, the solutions of this equation are given by the following. X is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, and all of this is being divided by 2a. So this is the quadratic formula. This is a quadratic equation, and these are the solutions to the quadratic equation. So this piece here under the square root, this is called the discriminant. Discriminant. And it's very special, right? It's very special because when the discriminant is positive, what happens is we have something like negative b plus or minus the square root of, I don't know, say it's 5, the square root of 5, all over 2a. So you would get two distinct real roots. So in this case, you get two distinct real roots. So again, for example, if it was 5, just using 5 as a made-up number, we would get negative b plus or minus the square root of 5 over 2a. We don't know what these numbers are, but these are real numbers. These are real numbers, and they're different, right? They're different. In the case where b squared minus 4ac is less than 0, in this particular case, we have complex conjugates as the solutions. So we get complex conjugates. So for example, if b squared minus 4ac was negative 7, then we would get negative b plus or minus the square root of negative 7 over 2a, which is negative b plus or minus I square root of 7 over 2a. So we get complex conjugates in this case. I'm going to just making up these numbers to make the point that you would get complex conjugates in that case. So if the discriminant is positive, we have two distinct real solutions. If it's negative, we have two complex solutions, and they happen to be complex conjugates. And the interesting case that we're concerned with in this video is when the discriminant is 0. When that happens, let's look at the solution. We get x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of 0, right? Replacing the discriminant with 0 over 2a. We get negative b over 2a. So we get one solution. We get one solution, and it is a repeated solution. So we have one repeated solution. In this case, we would say the solution has multiplicity 2. So when you learn about polynomials, you learn about the zeros of polynomials, and each one has a multiplicity. The multiplicity is the number of times it appears basically in the factorization. So here we get one repeated solution, or one solution of multiplicity 2. All right, let's go back to our original question. Now that we have a little short tutorial on the discriminant, the original question gave us this quadratic equation, x squared plus kx plus k equals 0. And it wants to know when we have to determine the values of k that make the roots equal. So in other words, we're looking for this third case where the discriminant is equal to 0. That's what we're looking for in this case. So if we use some matching here, I'm going to write down the quadratic equation here just to make it a little bit more clear. That's a quadratic equation. And let's just go ahead and start by identifying a, b, and c so we can use the discriminant. So using matching here, you can see a is equal to 1. Okay. B is equal to k. And c is also equal to k. So they're both equal to k. Okay. So just use matching here. Matching the coefficients. A is 1. B is k. And c is also k. All right, so using the discriminant formula, it's b squared minus 4ac. Okay, so b here, well, what is b? B is k, so it's going to be k squared minus 4. A is 1, so times 1, and then times c, which is k. Okay, so that's going to be b squared minus 4k. And we want this to be equal to 0 because we learned just a few minutes ago that when the discriminant is 0, that's when you have a repeated solution. So you want to set this equal to 0, just like that. So we can solve this equation. K squared minus 4k is equal to 0. So we can solve this. We can factor out a common factor, right? The common factor here is k, parentheses. So what times k is going to give us k squared? That's going to be k. What times k gives us minus 4k? So minus 4. Our product equal to 0. So we set each factor equal to 0. So k is 0, or k minus 4 is 0. So k is 0, or k is 4. And these are going to be the values of k that make the roots equal. And you know what we should do? Perhaps we can plug these values back into the equation just to verify that it is indeed the case. So let's do that. So our original question was to find the values of k that make the roots equal. And we solved the problem. We found that those values are k equals 0 and k equals 4. And just for good measure, let's go ahead and actually find those roots. Let's plug in k equals 0 and k equals 4 and find those roots. So let's do k equals 0 first. So plugging in k equals 0, we have x squared plus 0x plus 0 equals 0. So we have x squared equals 0. So that means x times x. That's basically x times x is 0. So x is 0 or x is 0. So x is 0 or x is 0. Just x equals 0. Just being pedantic here. So 0 is our repeated root, or if you remember, our root of multiplicity 2. Let's do k equals 4. When k is 4, we have x squared plus, well, k is 4, so 4x. K is 4, so 4 equals 0. This is a perfect square trinomial. This factors. It's x plus 2 times x plus 2, or x plus 2 quantities squared. You can check. X times x is x squared. 2x and 2x give us 4x. 2 times 2 is 4. Boom, like a pro. So x plus 2 is 0, or x plus 2 is 0. So x is negative 2, or x is negative 2. So we have x equals negative 2 as the solution, and it is a repeated real solution, right? Repeated real solution. I probably should have said real here, but that was obvious, but it is a repeated real solution, or a 0 or a root of multiplicity 2. So yeah, kind of a fun problem. I just wanted to show you this simple exercise. And it just basically, it's all about knowing these properties of the discriminant, in particular the last one. When the discriminant is 0, you have a repeated real solution. So when you see this question, when it wants the roots to be equal, you say, oh, I know that the roots are equal when the discriminant is 0. So let me compute the discriminant. And then so you just jump to that. So hopefully you enjoyed this video and you learned a little bit of mathematics. Hopefully some of it made sense. If you want to learn more mathematics, check out my math courses. Those links are in the description of this video, of any of my videos, or on my website, mathsourcer.com or freemathvids.com. Please use my links or the links from my website for my courses. I also have lots of math books. Check those out as well. Links in the description. As always, stay strong, my friends.